Guess what today is, Fab?
What's today?
Wealthy Wednesday.
Yes.
And we are standing here in front of one of our office buildings, and we're going to be talking about investments today. So let's go. So guys, like so many businesses, a lot of people pay rent to be in big office buildings and so on and so forth. We got tired of doing that. We said, why keep throwing away money on rent when we can actually own our own office building? So that said, back in 2012, I went on a hunt for an older home that I could remodel and turn into an office. Great investment. So literally I found this house. It sits on the corner. I don't know if you can see it. We're kind of in a zone that's commercial and residential. So a lot of these businesses that you'll see up and down this street are businesses. They're not homes, they're actual businesses. What people have done is taken an old house and turned it into an office. And so I literally found an old 3-bedroom house. It did not look like this when I first got it. So we'll throw a picture up here. It kind of did, but kind of didn't. Totally different color. I planted all the vegetation. But I'm going to take you inside and show you kind of the remodel and discuss with you why this is such a great investment. So let's go. So they didn't really know I was coming to film, so it's a little messy in here. And the housekeeper doesn't come until this afternoon to clean. So basically, when we bought this house, it was a living room with a little skinny hallway with 3 bedrooms over here, and a bathroom, and a bedroom, and of course a master bedroom. So I literally came in and tore walls down and provided space to have offices where our COO and our CFO can sit. Of course, this is my husband's area, which is a total disaster. How he can find anything, I have no idea. But this was the living room. We tore down walls, we remodeled the kitchen. This was an old 60s style kitchen, so it had this little island stove, and it was just all white and blue, and it looked like the 60s. It was disgusting. But anyways, now it's a more modern, up-to-date kind of kitchen. I took the dining room area and made it a conference room with a big screen. We put in big, massive windows so that you could see outside. We still have an outdoor area, where you can sit outside if you want. Like I said, it's cleaning day and she is not here yet, so it's kind of dirty. But anyways, this direction, all these big windows did not exist. This direction, of course, then you had the mud room, which was then back then the laundry room and everything. And then over here was the 2-car garage, which I came in, laid a subfloor, and we turned it into more office space. So, like I said, a lot of people work all over the place. Back door going to the carports. And then over this direction, we have my office space. So basically, we updated everything, put in travertine, put in wood, bathroom, storage area for my pillows and everything. Of course, my area, my office. This is where we had all of the clothes, the fitness wear, everything. The candle storage is in here, another bathroom. So basically, guys, you're saying, okay, so why are we getting a tour of this office? So like I said, it's all about investments. And so we got tired of paying rent and having that money just go out the window. So we said, why not have our own office? Why not put money down, whether you had to make payments on it or whether you bought it outright like we did. So say I picked up this lot and this house and everything for $500,000. I put about $30,000 into the remodel. Today, right now, well, right before the coronavirus, maybe not today, but when the coronavirus is over with, this particular property, office building, everything, I could easily sell for $1 million. So not only do I get my money back, but I make a ton of money. So when we're talking about investments, this is a good investment. Hopefully on these Wednesdays, you're gonna have something to take away from every single one of these videos, because we're going to talk about investments and why you should do it. Our purpose here, the why on this, was we wanted an investment. We wanted to quit paying rent. Some people would be like, well, I don't have $500,000 to sink into it. You don't need $500,000. Basically what you need is some money for a down payment. You're going to pay on it just like you would a mortgage if that was the case. You can sub-rent it out to other people. And so whether these people worked for us or didn't work for us, we could have sub-rented it out and basically collected enough money to cover for the payment of the building. But instead, we paid for it outright. These people all work for us, and I was able to take up some space down here also for my company. And so it's all about investing and why going out and buying buildings is a good investment. You know, you need to do your research, you need to do your homework and make sure the area that you're buying in is going to be resellable. Don't go and buy something that's in a horrible neighborhood that you're never going to get your money back out of. So basically, what I paid for this and remodeled it for, I'm not only going to get my money back someday if I need it, but I'll make money. So, in other words, it was a great investment, right?
Yes.
So I don't need to sell it today. But if I wanted to, in a few years, and we don't need it anymore, sell it for $1 million, maybe more then, I don't know. But anyways, good investment. So with that said, we've got some deliveries we've got to get sent off to the post office. But we're gonna get back to the house and talk about having an office at the house. So guys, now we are back to my house, to my office in my house. You're like, well, why do you need two offices? Well, you have to remember that when you have product, you have to have a space for that product. I prefer to store it in a space that I have available to me versus going and renting a storage area. I don't produce on mass quantities, so I don't need warehouses or anything like that. Once upon a time, I did keep my stuff in a climate-controlled storage unit, but I found that was a huge waste of money for me. And that was another reason why we did the office down by the freeway, was so that I would have that space. So instead of spending the money for the climate-controlled storage area, I now have storage down there that's in a house that we bought, that I remodeled, that's ours. It was an investment. So then you're like, well, so why do you need the office at the house? Well, because we shoot a lot of video here. We collab with people here. We don't do it at the office down by the freeway. So hence, that was why I invested into making this once bright yellow playroom, right, Fab?
Yes.
I said, we don't need the playroom that much anymore. Let's make this into an office. So to me, this office was an investment, not only an investment that should pay off if and when I ever sell this house, because most likely whoever would buy this house would want a home office, because most people that could afford a house like this would be in oil or gas or a doctor or a celebrity or somebody like that that would want a home office. And also it's an investment in my brand. And because of that, those of you that are familiar with the IRS and taxes and all that kind of stuff, I can deduct a portion of the square footage of this house off on my tax return, because this square footage is a home office, which I need because I'm a YouTuber, I'm a social media influencer, so a lot of the stuff that I do has to happen from this house. So another great investment, right? Because you can deduct it off your taxes. Not the whole house, just the square footage of this house or of this office. So hopefully you guys are understanding a little bit about investments. And sometimes you have to invest in yourself too, because you yourself, if you are a brand, Fab, are you a brand?
Yes.
Do you invest in yourself?
Yes.
So you have a makeup studio, right? I'm sure your dad is able and capable of being able to write that off on his taxes.
Right.
Because it's a home office for his family. Doesn't mean it's for him necessarily, but that would be a good question for you to ask your dad, if he's able to write your makeup studio off.
That is a good question. I know I can do it with my makeup business, but I don't know how.
So you've never filed a tax return where you can use deductibles?
Right.
That's the next step, Fab. You're starting to grow up.
And then next week's episode will be
Fab learning to file a tax return. So, anyways, while we're still being kind of quarantined, stay at home kind of thing, the great thing is Fab, you're like, don't touch your face. Believe me, I have so much, I just put so much Germ-X on my hands just now that, believe me, it's only my germs right now. So with the quarantine going on and everything, our stay at home, Fab is still allowed to come to work for me. My housekeeper's still allowed to come to work for me. But we picked up our to-go order today at this Mexican restaurant and we got margaritas to go.
yes.
So we're enjoying some of our margaritas to go. You haven't drank very much.
I know it's strong.
It's very strong. I'm like, ooh. And they're like, oh, you want a half gallon or gallon? I'm like, get us a gallon. Oh my God, that gallon's gonna last us forever because I'm not a margarita drinker. So, wow, yeah, you already got a little buzz from it. So, anyways, guys, today's segment was all about investments. How we have an office building as an investment because we got tired of paying the rent. How we have an investment here at the house, which is a home office. Me investing in my brand. This office helps me and my brand work so much better. Do you feel like you get much more work done?
Yes.
Because we're not down in the middle of chaos anymore. We're up here. We're up here in our own space with our own quiet. We're able to concentrate. We're able to have meetings. So it's all about investing for the future, whether it be properties or whether it's investing in your brand. It's all about investment. So also while we're here in quarantine, Fab and I like to do a morning walk because it helps us with our brains and everything. You're wondering why he just brought this over to me. I'll tell you in a second. But anyways, I want to show you some clips right now of what we got to witness while we were out doing our morning walk today. Some of the teachers that teach some of the kids that live in this neighborhood, in this gated community, wanted to see their kids, but they can't because there's no school. So the teachers literally put together a little parade and they came through our neighborhood and was able to wave at all their kids, and we were like, Fab and I were like, holy Christ, look at all these teachers. So we're gonna show you some clips right now of that.
Oh my God, you guys would think the president is here? No, these are all teachers being escorted to see their students. Go home, people.
So back to this, we were able to send out the boxes of the 2 items that we were giving away in our giveaway. And believe it or not, and I know Fab, you put this up on the video when we announced the winners, but y'all are always wondering, are your giveaways open to the international fan? And I'm like, yeah. Well, this time there was an international fan that won, and we're gonna put her name up on the screen again. But we just shipped her package off. She was the grand prize winner for the grand prize of the MCM, and it went to South Africa, guys. So congratulations to those 2 winners again. I think one was Michael Driggers and the other one was Melanie, and hers is going to South Africa. So yes, the giveaways are always open to international, and this time an international person won. So anyways, guys, get out there, find me everywhere. We are growing. We are still trying to have so much fun trying to film without being able to go too many places because there's not a lot of stuff open. So we are trying to still come up with ideas. You're not going to want to miss Friday's video because it's going to be hilarious. I'm really going to make Fab go out of his comfort zone. So until next time, bye-bye.